I think Marvel Rivals is dying, and I hate to say it, but it's three big things that make the game die in my opinion. Dev support, community, and player base. And two of those things are pretty bad. Just to clarify, I love this game and I've been playing it since this came out, and I also have a lot of history on past games like Overwatch, unfortunately, and Team Fortress 2. And I will say, after having 100 hours on all three of those games, which isn't a lot, but I think it equates to some type of idea of how these shooter or team shooter games usually go. I think we're seeing the fall off of something beautiful, and I hate to say it, but I really think the community and player base might kill off the game before the devs do. Usually a lot of these big titles end up getting fried off of the fact that the devs stop giving in effort around the time where the community stops playing. So it's a bit unclear to where, it's really the fault. And while Team Fortress 2 still does have a strong player base to this day, I might add, they for a while had a large dip in both the player base and the dev effort. And I think the same could be said about Overwatch to some extent. I still see Overwatch players in the game to this day, and don't get me wrong, if I get in the game now, it's not that hard to find a match, but at some point, the game just died. Now I'm going to get into the actual reason why I think the game is going to die, which is the community and player base. I'm not going to lie to you, the toxic behavior in the community is absolutely killing the game, and that accompanied with the fact that Marvel Rivals has a tendency to queue you in matches with bots if you get on a losing streak. It's a bit crazy. I don't know if anyone else has the same feeling, but whenever I get put in a bot match, which I can very much tell I'm in a bot match, and I get an easy win, it kind of just makes me feel bad about playing altogether. It makes me question on why the fuck I'm on the game if I'm so bad to where the game has to put me in a game with only bots. But if that wasn't degrading enough, hearing a 14-year-old tweaker who just got out of fucking algebra, I don't know what, yell at me about not healing them when they're knee deep in their fucking backline on Venom is an amazing way to end my playing days of this game. And now, I hear you. I get what you mean. It can't all be bad. And if it is all bad, why don't you just stop listening? That's the thing about Marvel Rivals. The match chat system plays too big of a part in the game for you not to pay attention at times. And I hate to say it, but those simple cues or pings, looking at your team names and whoever is pinging can be important in certain situations. And it can be dire. And the fact that you can really just spam the chat with BS a lot of the time, even with the fact that they censored a lot of derogatory terms, which I'm thankful they did. Overwatch did not get that idea within the first few weeks, sadly. It still feels like a cesspool of incels, hate, and BS about nothing, and I'm not gonna lie, it really kills the experience for me. And I hate to say it, but the good in the community really doesn't outweigh the bad at all. While there are a lot of good players with good personalities, good hearts, and things like that, they usually don't tend to turn their mics on or even pay that much attention to voice chat. Which isn't that crazy, if they're not paying attention, then why should I? But if it's no one paying attention, then there isn't any good to fight against the bad. So a lot of these games, it's just bad. I'm not gonna lie, it's getting ridiculous, and the fact that it's every single fucking match at this point is hilariously insane. Not to mention the fact that if accompanied with the player screaming down your throat about getting healed, there is someone who also left the match because of this. It's very much a bad experience all in all, and it's making the game a bit unplayable. Why am I whining about a thrower? The game usually quits at the start of the match if someone leaves. Well, not all of the time. A lot of the time you get stuck in a 4-player match, and when you do get stuck in that 4-player match, you get absolutely stomped, accompanied with the person yelling at you to get healed when you know you already lost when the person left. And I hate to say it, but I would actually rather someone throw a match other than leave the match completely and them barely getting punished for it. Because a 15-minute ban on playing time after you completely changed the tides of my fucking day and just get back on the game 15 minutes later like nothing happened. It's crazy, it's insane, and I'm not gonna lie, I very much dislike it. I'm not saying they need to ban niggas for a year. I'm not saying don't let people play the game for longer than 30 minutes, dude. but I'm not gonna lie, the 15 they need to do something about the 15-minute ban. It's kind of ridiculous the fact that you can get away with a lot of things and barely get punished for it. And even with that, the amount of bot accounts, spam accounts, or accounts that are just on the game for botting or getting easy free games for other accounts, I can't, not gonna lie. While I hate to say, even with NetEase taking proper care of the game like how they have been, with the community behavior, it's kind of hard to get in the fucking match and enjoy it genuinely sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I feel like shit after my entire team just I got put in a bot match, I got an easy win, and there's someone complaining about getting healed in the bot match. I can't stand it. And with the game being such a gamble, every time you load up, it really makes you ponder on whether it's worth even getting on. Because it feels like a wheel of dysfortune. Where are you going to get today? Someone throwing the game, someone leaving the game, someone yelling on the fucking mic, or a bot match after you feel like you just got unlucky. So your confidence is a bit flattened. All in all, I hate to say it, I wish I had some type of quick fix or idea or solution here, but I have no clue. The game just kind of seems formatted itself on a lot of ideals that might thrive on people not enjoying it at times, because there are going to be moments after you go on a high enough winning streak where you're just cast on a team that you are substantially better in, and you can't tell why. And there are going to be moments where you get on that losing streak and you just get queued in a bot match and given an easy win. And it's crazy, but they might even do this for multiple games. And for the people that do notice and the people that do care, that doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel good to play out a game, giving it your all, just for it to amount to the equivalent of playing the campaign mode of literally any other game. It's crazy to say, but Marvel Rivals isn't really the title people are looking for idle gameplay, and that's what I think they're going for. The game feels a bit addictive at times, and I think that's because of the win-loss streak thing they have going on. And I know it's on purpose, just to keep people playing, but instead of people playing, I wish they emphasized people having fun more. When Marvel Rivals first came out, I think the game was the best it had ever been, and that's usually when most games are at their best, of course, but not for the simple fact that the player base was insane or the game was just so new and so revolutionary. No, the game was fun. It wasn't based off of a win-loss queue, and even if you had someone toxic in a match, there was someone else in the match, just as good to throw them off. Now it's just a cesspool of all the negativity derived from all the seasons combined until this point. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I kind of don't want to see what comes next for the community with the next coming seasons, new coming heroes, and new updates. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think down below. Like, comment, sub if you want to see more, and if you think I'm incredibly wrong, call me out on it. Debate me in the comments. I love the engagement, and I hope you guys have a great day.